Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that has now become quite difficult to find. It's not overly old, but it is now incredibly collectible, as are all of the figures that Character Options produced. We are looking at the 2010 release by Character Options from their Doctor Who series of action figures. And this particular action figure series relates to the series 5, which was the first series to feature Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. And the particular range of figures all came from this particular year, or this particular season, I should say. And this particular figure we're looking at today is from the penultimate and the final episode of the season, which was the Pandorica Opens and the Big Bang, which was a double episode, obviously, but it was a very, very good episode, and it brought Matt Smith's first season to a nice climax. Okay, so this figure we're looking at today is of the Roman Auton, who appeared in those episodes. And this is a card that it comes on. And it says BBC, ages 5 and above, highly detailed action figure, and fully posable. And it's got Doctor Who Roman Auton. And at the bottom right-hand corner, you can just about see the character logo. Now, I would say that... The bubble has discoloured a little bit on this particular one, and I believe that's because it was a display figure in a shop. There was a whole load of these from this season that we use as display, and I think because there was a fair amount of light coming in, it's discoloured the bubble a little bit, so I think that's the reason why. Anyway, let's turn the bubble around at the back, or the card around at the back, and let's see what we got on the back. So it's other figures from the same series. So we've got highly detailed posable figures. Available figures include the Roman Auton, which is what this one is, Francesca the Vampire, Underhenge Cybermen, Underhenge Roman Auton, Silurian Warrior Alia, Silurian General Restak, the Smiler, and the Smiler with rotating and rotate and reveal neutral and evil faces. So his head rotates and he's got two faces on the front, one face on the front, one face on the back. And you've also got Prisoner Zero there, and it says recycling our products, Character Options details there, and their logo at the bottom. Item Doctor Who action figure, item number 03415, age grade 5 years and above. The barcode, the art number, the warning and the choking hazard, and the CE marking and the copyright information at the bottom there. Okay, that's the card. Let's turn the figure back round and let's have a good look at the figure itself. Okay, so I've zoomed right in on the figure and you can see the figure is very detailed. I think I don't know if it's supposed to be Rory, because Rory was the Roman Auton in this particular episode. So I believe it probably is. It's got a bit of a likeness to Rory, but it could be anyone, because you can actually only see the face rather than the whole of the head. So, but he is dressed in that full armour. So he's got the helmet with the side shields that come down over his face, his shoulder armour, and his body armour, and his skirt at the bottom there, or well, skirt we call it, whatever you like to call that. And you can see at the bottom there his feet, and his boots with a lace that runs up his leg. I don't know if you can see that through the bubble. It is quite dark, the bubble, unfortunately. I'm just trying to show you as much as I possibly can. So nice detailing on the whole outfit. Very, very good and true to the... he's even got his knife in his scarab there as well. And there's a sword on this side. I presume they're removable. I don't know for sure though, because I've never opened one of these figures, but I'm guessing they are. Articulation wise, well, because I can't remove it from the packet, I do have my trusted 10th Doctor figure, who unfortunately wasn't in these episodes, but he is pretty much the same size. So let's get the measurements so you can see. He stands 14 centimeters, which is about what was that, 5.5 inches tall. Width wise, we are looking at about 6 centimeters across, and depth wise, about 2 centimeters deep in all. And the Auton, Roman Auton, is, if I put him in front, you can see the Roman Auton's about exactly the same size. Articulation wise, again, they're all the same. So we've got the head, which turns from the neck. The shoulders go up and down. The elbows up and down also. The hands, well, they don't actually turn, but they are soft, pliable plastic, so you can move them. Excuse me. The hands do open up, so you could actually put things inside the hands, because they're nice pliable plastic rather than solid plastic that doesn't move. I don't think there's any waist movement on this. Well, this particular one there isn't. Although it looks like there would have been some kind of waist movement, but no, on this one there's not. Obviously the tops of the legs do move up and down, and the knee joints do as well. No movement on the feet. So I guess that they're all the same. All the articulation on these particular range of figures were pretty much all the same. So there's no difference to my 10th Doctor to what we're going to see with the Auton, Roman Auton. Okay, that's the figure. How well did they do in 2010? Well, I don't believe this particular series of figures done that well. It was Matt Smith's first season as the Doctor. I think he was fantastic as a Doctor, by the way. But I don't think they spawned as much or the volume of merchandise or figures for the season that they would have done had it still been David Tennant. Probably because it was Matt Smith's first season, and I think as the time went on, they would have produced more and more of the figures from his particular tenure as the Doctor. Yes, I think all the figures sold very well, as they all did. And again, they're all limited supply. They only run them for a short amount of time before they bring them to an end to keep the collectability alive, and to keep you basically wanting more. So then they move on to the next range or next series. So they only run them for a short amount of time. And as they were running them by the seasons, as the seasons were being shown on TV, they were literally only produced during that run of the season. As obviously when the next season started, they were working on the next series of figures for season 11. So anyway, yes, they done reasonably well, but not as well as what they could have done if there was bigger quantities produced, I think. I think the problem was they didn't produce enough of them. Anyway, moving forward 15 years, do these figures come up very often on the platforms? The answer to that is a little bit, some do, some don't. From this particular series, there's a few of them that just very rarely come up. The Auton, Roman Auton is one of them. The Unhinged Cyberman is another one. And Prisoner Z is another one that just doesn't appear. So some of the others do. The Toy Soldier comes up from time to time. The Francesca the Vampire, I've seen that one once or twice. And I think I've seen the Silurian Warrior. But some of the others just do not end up on the platform, so I don't know why. I don't know whether the quantities that were produced were very low, and and everyone that's got them will not part with them. I'm guessing that's probably the reason why. But they don't appear that very often. However, we at Midas Touch has managed to find pretty much, well, I wouldn't say the whole set. We've got most of the set of this particular range of figures available on the Midas Touch website. And these were former display models, as I said to you earlier. So the bubble on these figures has discoloured slightly, and that's due to the amount of light that was coming in through the window as they was put on display. They wasn't displayed for very long, I think only for about 5 or 6 weeks. But in that time, obviously, the bubble has discoloured due to the sunlight. But other than that, they're mint, they're unopened, and they are in perfect condition. And they are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Doctor Who items. And many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long-lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Roman Auton Doctor Who action figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.